while the Israelis escalate their attacks on Lebanon and open a war front at the Lebanese borders. They continue to bomb Gaza. They continue their operations in the West Bank. Meanwhile, the United Nations voted against the Israeli occupation and new settlements in Palestinian territories. But now we discuss, after all that, where is the ceasefire deal? Is there a deal in sight for Gaza? Let's take a look.
Those who claim that peace is possible in our region without a just resolution for the question of Palestine are the ones who are not being realistic.
In a historic vote, the United Nations General Assembly has widely supported a Palestinian resolution. It called on Israel to end its unlawful presence in Gaza and the West Bank within a year.
Begin the voting process.
The vote in the 193-member world body was 124 to 14, with 43 abstentions.
Is adopted.
Those in the opposition was Israel's closest ally, the United States. While not legally binding, the extent of support for the resolution reflects world opinion. The Israeli government condemned the vote as a shameful resolution and one that backs the Palestinian Authority's diplomatic terrorism.
Next, let me share Israel's view on the Palestinian-led resolution in the United Nations General Assembly just yesterday. First things first, it harms any chance for peace, what we want most of all, the very essence of Israel. It's disconnected from reality and from the situation on the ground.
Amid the increasing violence in the West Bank, the resolution comes just ahead of the first anniversary of Israel's war against Hamas in Gaza. Efforts to broker a ceasefire deal in Gaza are, however, pressing ahead, even as the attacks in Lebanon have further stirred tensions in the volatile region. U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken met fellow mediators on Wednesday in Egypt.
France and the United States are united in calling for restraint and urging de-escalation when it comes to the Middle East in general and when it comes to Lebanon in particular. We continue to work to get a ceasefire for Gaza over the finish line. And as we discussed with some of you just a day ago in Egypt, we believe that remains both possible and necessary.
Blinken also had meetings with Egyptian President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi and Egyptian Foreign Minister Badr Abdelati. He said the most dire need in the troubled ceasefire negotiations was for both sides to show they actually wanted a deal. On the battleground, the Israeli forces are pounding Gaza and the occupied West Bank. In the latest raids in the occupied West Bank, Israeli forces surrounded Palestinian houses and schools in Qabatia city. 2 bodies lay on a rooftop as clouds of smoke rose while an Israeli bulldozer demolished a building.